I prepared a very nice topic, something I talked about with a friend actually yesterday, and he was asking me, like, what does marketing for an app even look like? Like, do you buy Facebook ads and that's it? And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And because many people think like that, many people think like, okay, there's actually no real way to market an app. I want to share with you a framework which I wrote into my ebook about ASO, and it's more a take about general marketing. There are a couple of approaches. We're talking about a 30,000 foot view. So we take like a holistic view of the whole topic. So there's this concept of a funnel, and maybe you heard about it. It's basically you put people up into your funnel, and then you have a whole lot of people there. And then the further down the funnel the people come, the further down they come to a position that they actually pay your product. So that's the goal of the funnel. And I want to take a little different approach, because everybody's talking about funnels at the moment, but I want to take like this whole thing to a more holistic level. So maybe you are aware of the 4P concept. So you have product, price, place, and promotion. So you have those 4 points, and these are like the pillar points of marketing. And if we think about marketing, okay, what does it even mean? It's not necessarily only setting up a Facebook ad and then promoting your app with advertisement. That's just a tiny bit of marketing, actually. And so I was thinking about, okay, is there like a possibility to build a framework around that? But also, what does marketing really mean? So I was searching for a couple of definitions here and there are a lot of definitions. But the definition that resonated most with me was the one by Emin Jones, who is an SEO expert, a great guy. I recommend checking him out. And he's talking about that marketing is actually everything about thinking strategical in a business. So it's really short, concise, but powerful. What does thinking strategical even mean? And then I came across a definition about that it's about reaching a fixed goal the most effective way, considering your resources, and to produce as little waste as possible. So you have as less friction as possible, as humanly possible, so that you reach your goal. And the framework I want to share with you, it's about taking this 4P approach: promotion, product, price, place, promotion, and then figuring out, okay, what are the elements? And I want to lead you through each of those elements. Let's take a look. What does promotion mean? So in promotion, we have paid advertising, we have PR, we have cross promotion, we have social media, and we even have email marketing. So this is like, and this is not everything. So we really have to have this strategical framework to think about marketing, so that we can utilize every tactic which is out there, so that we don't get caught up into one tactic. It doesn't work. We all do it all over and over and again, but we are like flexible. So the next point is app store optimization. And I take this also somehow as the equivalent of place. Because if you think about the placement of your product, you have to consider app store optimization in your equation. It's not the means of an end, but it's like one of the major building blocks. App store optimization is basically everything that you can control and know about your placement, which is the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Then you have product. Product is about things like onboarding. You can modify UI. You can think about the user experience and manipulate that. You can think about things like a viral loop. How can you bring more users sharing your app, so that you're not only dependent on people downloading your app from advertisement or your placement, but you're proactively engaging people within the product that you actually that the users are actually using. Then talking about the price, and that's an important one because not a lot of people are talking about pricing. You can actually do a lot with pricing, and you can also do a lot of testing with pricing. So if you price your product low, it doesn't only influence your conversion, it also influences the perception that people have about your product. So just take yourself. If you're hearing about a bottle of water costing 44 cents and you hear about a bottle of water that costs 100 euros, you already perceive like there must be something different about that bottle of water. And so it's similar with the product you sell. With apps, a lot of freemium is going on, which is also a kind of monetization strategy. So within the free app, you are then selling a product which is paid, or you're monetizing with ads, things like that. And just having this mindset of, okay, I don't necessarily have to think like everybody else. Maybe there's even something else. So monetization, pricing, very important. Coming to an enabling point, it's the analytics stack. So where you have like, okay, I measure what I'm doing. So if you don't measure it, you can't grow it. There's a famous saying about by Peter Drucker, who's also like wrote a lot of books about business and stuff like that, and he's talking about that. So if you can't measure it, it doesn't happen at the end. Like you really have to make it tangible for your own mind. Download attribution, very important for apps. We can talk all day about that, but very important. Just knowing it's not as simple as downloading it and then some analytics you see it. It's more like in the analytics you see it, but it doesn't have to be right, so correct. You might need a download attribution tool. App Store analytics. So the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store actually have their own analytics tool. Each has like their advantages and disadvantages, and also things about analytics, lifetime value, like the calculations behind it, calculating your ROI, calculating your lifetime value, and then based on that you can make better decisions. You have to consider this definitely. So this is like the 4 segments framework, and then around that, because we have something, I would say apps are quite different from other products. So what we have is a layer around it. So we have on the top retention, which is how often are your users reusing your app? Are they actually using it? Are they re-engaged or engaging actively with your app after downloading it? Or are they downloading it and then deleting it? We have a high churn rate in the app space. So you definitely have to be aware of your retention and then seeing, okay, how can I optimize that? Under that, we have a great saying, mobile is international, never forget. So it is about leveraging the whole world. So we have many countries to choose from that you can publish your app in many languages. And a lot of publishers aren't doing that. So of course, you have to consider your resources, getting back to strategy, but it's a high leverage to consider to increase your reach. And so just basically talking about this strategic framework opens a world of possibility for us to market our app. This is just a fraction, but I wanted to show you that there's much more than just thinking about, okay, I can market my app, advertise, promote my app on Facebook.